Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Ecuador contra Colombia.
And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collected chorus. The strains of the national anthem of Colombia. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
So that's got things underway. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. James Rodriguez. And the return pass.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
James.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Now that's well seen too. Looking for the runner. Diaz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. The ball has bounced loose now. Diaz could try cutting inside here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. It's a promising position. He's been picked out. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Again, the flag's up. He's had it taken off him. Threads one in. Spread neatly. Oh, sweet feet. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Diaz. Lukumi. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. How would you review the first half?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. Ecuador head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And we are already promptly back underway.
Ecuador have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay.
There's the shot! Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Strong running down that left flank. That's very neat. And he's heaved it away. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Diaz. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Gets a good foot in there. Chance here to counter. He is through here. No, it's not getting there. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Cambio en Ecuador. Número 13. Entrará al campo. Número 24. Se está realizando un cambio.
Lukumi. Ecuador are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Can he latch on to this?
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now the finish! Really well taken goal. And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Colombia have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got them this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now. Colombia can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Shot could be on. Decent hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cambio.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Vargas gets good distance on it. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Ecuador have a free kick. Interesting ball. And that interception. And there goes the final whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
Aquí están los futbolistas.
Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And so, the national anthems. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
And already we're underway here. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that pass isn't the best. Sanchez. Lerma. And he's being shifted off it. Just eases him off the ball. James Rodriguez. Cordoba. Spread out to the left. And he's picked out the run. He's got the shot away! Goal! Colombia!
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Colombia, convertido en el minuto 16. Número 7.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Ecuador deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, it really should. Diaz. Has a shot! Colombia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Ecuador have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He might be in, and the finish! No mistake! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Ecuador grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, there's a great ebb and flow to this clash, and it's above all expectations for me.
And here's Diaz. Now he's off and running. Ecuador ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that could set him on his way. He's beaten the last man. And there's the end of the first half. Colombia head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And the game has already resumed here.
Colombia are probably feeling relative...
Diaz! He's done very well to get to that.
Diaz is offering a wry smile there.
That is good alertness. Ecuador do have a chance to counter here.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And it's James Rodriguez. Just about up to the hour now. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Colombia still have the cards to affect this game. That'll be a throw. Oh, that's neat. Lerma.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's played him through. Shot at goal! Goal! Ecuador! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Cambio en Colombia. Número 10. Número 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Ecuador take the lead.
Cambio.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Cleared without complication. Lukumi, Mojica.
Colombia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Time is running out here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Mojica. Boré. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's got a... It's Quintero! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Colombia really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's a nicely measured part. And the shot! He scores! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Colombia played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. The end of the game, reflections?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
My thanks to Jim.